Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another monster video. So in today's video, we're back with another sneak peeks, and there's a lot to cover. Like, I mean a lot, alright? New Ancestral monster, new Legends passes, there's so much basically. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know everything you need to know in today's video. So grab a popcorn and let's get into this. So usually what I do is I actually start from all the way to the bottom and then go all the way to the top. But this time around, what I'll actually do, I feel like this actually makes more sense if I go from the top to bottom, because we can basically get rid of the old news and then get into the more spicy and more newer news, if that makes sense. But anyways, guys, if you want to check this out for yourself, head over to my Discord, join it, link in the description down below if you haven't already, and head over to the ML Sneak Peeks. You can go ahead and check all this info out for yourself. It's free. So take a look at this, guys. We have this Hellbringer monster, and it is coming in with a fire and magic controller with the super demon trait and torture skills. Quite interesting, because this is going to be the first ancestral monster with the super demon trait. In case you guys don't know, this is actually a ancestral monster, and yeah, it's going to be a controller apparently. So this is going to be quite interesting, because I mean, yeah, it's actually cool to have a controller, because we have attackers right now. We have just a justice attacker, and I guess Grafania armies as well, but especially obviously just a justice that's being used. And then we have Genza on the side. That's basically a what do you call that, like a denier? Not really. Well, sort of a denier, not really. Yeah, I guess a denier, right? Yeah, I guess, because she does apply negative status effects and stuff like that, and that could definitely throw you off. This one's gonna be a controller. So I'm actually really curious on what else he actually has to offer with his trait besides the super demon. Is this the only thing? Who knows? We're gonna have to see soon. Anyways, let's take a look at the skills and see what we have here. So moderate magic damage and applies mega possession. That's actually pretty good. This is like the tier 1 or tier 2 already that we have a somewhat of good skill. We have moderate fire damage to one enemy, applies fear and mega possession to one enemy. Oh, double the control. I like it. We do have this other skill, which is a low magic damage and applies possession to one enemy. True vision and life regen to itself, low fire damage and applies fears to one enemy, and then you have low magic damage and applies possession to all enemies. This is the first AoE skill that we have that's actually denial. Now it gets better later on, trust me. Tier 4 should be better, because that's usually how it is with the ancestral monsters. Deals low magic damage and applies possession to everybody. Wait, what? Two different skills with possession AoE. What the heck? Legion and Mammon. That's interesting. At least this could have been like fear or something. Anyways, we have this one, which is a very low fire damage and applies a random torture status effect to all enemies. Applies true vision and gives on your turn. Oh, that's quite interesting. Yeah. We do have a moderate magic damage to all enemies. Applies a random torture status effect to all enemies twice. Oh, I like this one. I actually do. And then very low magic damage and applies a random torture status effect. How much you guys want to bet? His awakening is the way you activate it is you apply tortures. Probably. That's my guess. The old scratch applies ignite to all enemies, removes 50% of total life from all enemies. Oh, interesting. Okay, so is that his ultimate? Like, yeah, that's the ultimate. I assume that's how his awakening ultimate's gonna work. Basically, the fact that you apply torture, ignite torture, and then you remove 50% of total life from everybody. Diabolus Hellbringer description. So if you guys want to go ahead and read his description, go ahead and pause and read it. But I'm gonna kind of skip it. We do have another description for a separate monster, Terroseth. Now we'll most likely actually see that Terroseth monster later on. We do have Anax, a Gulnug, which is a fire tank with demon and taunt traits. Ooh. Bootlicker's Burst, which is a low fire damage to all enemies, applies ignite to all enemies, applies life regen to itself. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting having another tank monster with demon as I assume trait, right? Yeah, demon and taunt traits, that's what it says. So let's take a look at some of the skills here. Heals itself by 50%, applies life regen. It's nice to have those self-supportive skills as a tank, by the way, so it's kind of nice to see that coming back. 50% of incoming damage, block, and also life regen. Immune to control and heals itself by 50%. There goes some dealing damage. Blocks out 50% of incoming damage, applies burn to all enemies, and also fire damage. And then his ultimate, heavy fire damage to all enemies, applies maggots to all enemies, heals itself by 50%, or sorry, 100%, and applies evasion to itself. That's actually not a bad ultimate for a tank, by the way. Here, Terroseth. Remember, we seen this description earlier. It's a earth and nature tank with toxins and magic weakness skills. Okay, let's take a look at some of the skills. I'm gonna probably take a look at this one first. Against outsiders, the heavy earth damage to one enemy applies daze and heals all allies by 20%. That one's actually kind of solid. We do have taunt to itself, heals all allies by 30%. Toxins to all enemies, low nature damage. And then low nature damage to all enemies applies magic weakness and applies toxins. Okay, the other skills are kind of meh, honestly. Season 3 Ancestral Faction Citizens. What is that supposed to mean? This could be related to either, I would say, Colosseum or maybe books. You guys can let me know in the comments what you think that is. Anyways, it says don't let appearance fool you. Oh yeah, this is for Ancestral, right? Which is the bounty hunt exclusive monster right now. Anyways, so this is a obviously metal nature attacker with pierce and villain hater skills. Make sure to check out my analysis already if you haven't already, guys. But anyways, what do we have here? Season 1 bounty hunt, historia era, alright? So is this for... I was gonna say, yeah, it has to be for him. So we're gonna kind of skip this because obviously it's you know, bounty hunt's about to end. Basically it's gonna be done. It's gonna be done by tonight, or technically in the morning of tomorrow. So for me, it's gonna be morning of Friday. It might be different for you guys because of time zone wise, different time zones. But anyways, what do we have here? Zepaimon. It's a darkened magic controller with demon trait and stamina removal skills. Oh, wow, what is up with all these like demon monsters, like demon traits and stuff? They're like releasing so many of them. If one enemy has mega possession, it gets removed and gives an extra turn to all allies. Oh, this would be a pretty good pair up with the new ancestral monster because he applies possessions, mega possessions specifically. So basically, if only one of the enemy, right? So basically, what you would do, you pair this up with the ancestral monster. The ancestral monster applies the mega possession, and then this monster uses a skill to remove that mega possession, and also obviously it gets removed. But don't worry, everybody in your turn gets an extra turn, which is pretty huge. Imagine all your allies get an extra turn. So all you really have to do is run this monster, whoever this is Zepaimon, run him or her with like full speed on top of running obviously the ancestral monster as well with pretty high speed. The ancestral taken in the first turn obviously, and it's taken in the second turn. And I'm sure there's probably another monster that would actually go along with this that you can definitely pair up. Maybe like one of the tanks, for example. That would be fine. Yeah, that would be cool. But anyways, this skill right here removes evasion from all enemies. You apply curse to all enemies, which is honestly, there's better skills obviously, but I really like this one. I think this is definitely going to be useful. But anyways, so let's go ahead and take a look at the awakening condition for the ancestral monster that we saw first. So it needs to apply hellfire to 5 enemies. So he himself, no one else but he himself, needs to apply hellfire to 5 enemies. So I'm sure he doesn't have those hellfire skills that he can actually go ahead and apply to the enemies. But you gotta do it 5 times, or 5 enemies, which again, it's probably gonna take about 2 turns really, because there's gonna be 3 enemies. If you could hit all those 3 enemies, and the next turn you hit those 3 enemies again, you can definitely go ahead and awaken that. Anyways, 10th birthday book, guys. Yeah, Monster Jin's birthday is coming out. It's right around the corner. Same with Dragon City, by the way. So speaking of Dragon City, I'm making a return, guys. Yeah, I'm definitely making a return because school's over for me. Now I have more time towards YouTube. So I'm done with college. I did graduate. Check out my community tab. You actually see, you'll see like a picture of me with my cap and gown. Check it out, guys. It's on my YouTube channel. But yeah, I was able to actually finish it. So now I have more time until it starts again later on next semester, which is going to be in a couple of months. But until then, we got a lot of time to put towards basically playing Monster Jin's, Dragon City, and possibly more games as well. But anyways, new virtue, torture immunity. It grants immunity to all torture status facts. Wait, what? But I thought we already had this. It's a virtue. Okay. New virtue, area dodge. Monster will evade all area skills. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I was gonna say we had it already, but it's a virtue, guys. Anyways, if you want to read the description for this, go ahead. You're welcome to, but I'm not going to. We have another description for another monster, Cakelius. So anyways, Cakelius attempt. It's a special attacker with the bulwark trait and a party sampler of skills. Oh, this is gonna be like a monster made for basically Monster Gens, like a cake monster for their birthday. Quite interesting. So he basically deals damage and gives himself an extra turn, heals himself by 50%, removes all negative side effects from himself. We have heavy dark damage and applies corruption. Moderate fire damage to all enemies, applies burn and daze. Insane magic damage. This is going to be a pretty powerful single target, probably around 65 or 70 damage output. Heavy light damage and applies sunburn to all enemies. It's a meta monster. Honestly, I was expecting more, to be honest, but it is what it is. Skill update for the ancestral monster. So let's see what we have here. Low fire damage to all enemies, applies fear and hellfire to all enemies, and applies life regen to itself. Oh, here it is. So yeah, grab that hellfire skill and basically torture the enemies with them, and you can get your awakening fruit with that way. We do have an equipment challenge starting very soon for Underworld Dweller's Trap, which is an existing trap, obviously, so it's coming back. If you were missing that, you could definitely pick it up. Now take a look at this, guys. Yeah, it's Monster's birthday, guys. So it's gonna start on Friday. Yep, Friday. Look at this. So right now we have the bounty hunt until today. So tomorrow, make sure to keep an eye out because it's going to be ML's birthday. And there's going to be a birthday flip challenge, Maze Island, top breeding, and a bunch of other stuff, obviously, that'll come with it. Next week we have the Dark Tom Marathon. So tomorrow, keep an eye out for a video from me, obviously. We're just basically covering up the new season, including the ML's birthday as well. It's their 10th birthday. Anyways, so this is basically just speaking about the new, talking about the new Diabolus Hellbringer, the Ancestral monster, Season 2 Pandemonic Colosseum. Oh, join the fight in the faction Colosseums to earn a rank 5. Oh, okay, yeah, grab yourself a rank 5, guys. Oh, this is, by the way, this is the new, kind of like a leak of the new Ancestral monster, and I believe we do have a clear image that I'm going to show you guys in a second, but this is just a quick sneak peek. You guys ready? It's gonna come up soon. Description for this monster, we're not going to read it, but if you want, go ahead and do so. Season 2 Conjuring, Hellbringer. Okay, so that's that. There's an era saga for the Ancestral monster. Evolving traits, Anax, Gulnug, Demon, Taunt. That's a trait, by the way. I do like that. And then rank 3 statics are immune to control. I would have liked immune to torture, but we already get some of it, somewhat of it, like immune to burn, and I think also ignite that comes with demon. But anyways, here we go. What do we have here? Oh, that's for that. This is for the tank, by the way. You guys, yeah, the Anax Gulnug. That's gonna be this guy, the tank. Now, it's gonna be part of the Golden Legends Pass, apparently. So if you want to pick it up, you'd have to purchase the Golden Legends Pass. If you guys do want me to do a giveaway for this, for the ML 10th birthday, I will most likely do it. Just let me know, alright? But anyways, so evolving traits. This is for Cakelius the 10th, basically the cake monster. Hardened, tough, and bulwark. The tough upgrades to bulwark, so technically, all you have at the rank 3 is bulwark. That's it, because this upgrades to this, and then that upgrades to that. Anyways, evolving traits for the Ancestral monster. I really wanted to see what this was. We have Super Demon, not just Demon, but Super Demon. Anyways, we also have Immune to Sudden Death area. Oh, I like that. Immune to Blind area as well. Status Caster True Vision and Airy Random Tortures status as well. Now keep in mind, these status casters, the monster needs to get in a turn for these to kick in. So the Random Torture and the True Vision, for that to kick in, he needs to get a turn in. But then these three will basically already be in the beginning of the battle. That's actually pretty good. For anybody running like Ural with the Death Countdown, like Demon Pact, because I've seen a lot of players do that. Well, yeah, this will basically kind of counter that. I don't think anybody really runs Ural anymore with that, because obviously almost everybody's actually running monsters that kind of counters that with the trait, because Resurrection block. But yeah, Awakening. Diabolus applies Hellfire 5 times, like I said before. Here we go, guys. This is the baby design for the new Ancestral monster, and then we have the ultimate form as well. Oh my goodness, look at that. What do you guys think of this design? So this is what he looks like normal, but then this is his awakened form. I really like his awakened form more, to be honest. Like, you can see his, like, the difference there is there's like an extra eye down there that just pops up out of nowhere, which is really cool. And apparently there's some changes, I guess, to his wing as well, and the fire gets a little bit bigger, maybe. I think so, unless that stays the same. But yeah, and then you have some more design down here, it seems like. Look at that, and especially around the leg, you get some golden boots and stuff. So anyways, we have the Anax Gulnug. Again, this is the Gold Legends Pass monster, and this is the birthday monster, I assume. Oh, that's so adorable. Look at that, the tomato down up there. Oh, that is so cool. Oh man, all right. Anyway, Season 2 Pandemic Colosseum, so if you want to go ahead and pick that up. Monster Master, if you're watching this, I know you're most likely going to go for it, definitely. Anyways, Season 2 checklist, let's see what we have here. So these are gonna be part of the Golden Legends Pass, obviously. Then we have a Maze monster. It's gonna be the free pass monster most likely. Then this monster will be part of the I assume 72-hour challenge, or probably it's gonna be more than 72 hours, obviously. But it's going to be part of the flip cards. You know, you're going to have to flip cards to obtain it. Then you have the PvP monster, Terroseth. We have the Hellbringer, the Ancestral monster, obviously part of the Conjuring. And then also Colosseum, don't forget that. Then we have a team race monster, Witchaka. Snailorion, that's going to be part of the Tales. And then last but not least, we have some info on the bounty hunt. We don't know what it looks like, guys, but we have the names, obviously. So anyways, daily streak challenge, a challenge only the bravest monster masters can complete. Collect your daily endurance token from the Monster Legends website to advance through the milestone and collect fantastic rewards that'll make conquering TML universe more exciting than ever before. Anyways, so let's see. Oh, look at that design. That is cool. I like it. And here is what the Golden Legends Pass will look like. So it's going to be this monster, and then the free pass monster is going to be this guy, an existing one. And a lot of players are using this monster right now on PvP, so it's definitely a good time to pick it up if you haven't already. Anyways, you can also obtain Google for the next Golden Legends Pass for free. This one's going to be part of, obviously, the Golden Legends Pass. Something that I noticed, this is rank 4 here. Same thing, rank 4. Oh, okay, so if you decide to spend extra, that's when you get that extra rank. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's what I was kind of confused about. I was like, did they make a change or what? But everything else here looks the same as we saw earlier. But yeah, guys, there was so much to cover up, obviously. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys were excited for the most. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. It's starting tomorrow, so make sure your games are updated. Also, make sure you have notifications on for the channel as well, because there will be a video for it for sure. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.